Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Gal. We are playing some Zelda Randomizer today. It's a standard open seed. Just can go ahead and get started. If you're not familiar with Zelda Randomizer, the idea is it's linked to the past. You have to collect the crystals and beat Ganon, except all of the treasure chests are now in different locations. Or at least the items inside them. So, and that includes NPCs, boss rewards, all the good stuff. Bow and arrow from the uncle, good start. We'll need to actually... Oh, wow. That's a start. We're gonna step back out here. We've only got one bomb, unfortunately. I'm gonna see if we can get another kill or two here. Just to get at least our 2 bombs. Then we're gonna save quit out. So, as this game unfolds, we're basically solving a puzzle. In this case, we are trying to figure out where the next treasure chests are so we can find the items that will let us progress through the game. In this case, like the bow unlocks the ability to beat the Palace of Darkness and the Eastern Palace. The glove lets us get to a lot of different areas, actually. We're just gonna go ahead and keep getting rupees off the tree here. Because we'll need some early on, and it's an easy way to get them. That's a good pick. Okay, we're gonna pop up here real quick just so we can see what this is. That's the magic powder. Good chance Aghanim won't be required, but if that item happens to require or if the magic bat cave happens to be a required item, we'll be in trouble. And there's our last 3 bombs. And of course, go out of my way to get bombs. 6 bombs in the woods. We're gonna head straight down into Kakariko. I guess worth mentioning. So, we're not killing enemies for the most part. As you notice, we're avoiding them. It's faster. The objective with this is not just to solve the puzzle, it's to get through the game as quickly as possible. And so, not killing enemies is faster than killing enemies. Red Boomerang is not exciting. 300 rupees will make this go a lot faster. Bottle is good. We can check with the Sick Kid and get that item. Kakariko's our good starting point because it has the highest concentration of items anywhere in the game, pretty much. It's going to be 10 items in the house and the well, and then a few others strewn throughout the town. We're going to need 100 rupees for the bottle vendor. And then another 500 for Zora eventually. Titan Mitt. We've got access to Dark World already. That's interesting. If I had the mirror, I would probably consider going straight into Dark World right now. But at this point, I'm gonna wait until I have a little bit better survivability. Maybe some tools like a sword, some additional hearts. I mean, at least the hammer. Just so I can maybe go clear blind and a few other things as well while I'm in the Dark World. Also means that we're gonna be able to get a ton of items from Death Mountain once we get over there. Unfortunately, Eastern Palace is the one we have access to actually finish, and it's a pendant dungeon. But we get an extra check because it's the green pendant, so it might be worth still doing. We'll see what we get off Southern Shore. Not worth it. Go down and check the race game this way first because it's a lot faster and because it's usually not worth it. That continues to be true. Excuse me. So without the hammer, we only have a couple entry points to Dark World, and they're not the best ones. We can get to Ice Palace, we can get to Thieves Town, which the Thieves Town one is good. There's a lot of items there. But it's not a ton. I mean, it's a few. I forgot Chicken Lady. Did I forget Chicken Lady? Crap. I'm having this feeling like I forgot Chicken Lady, and I can't actually remember. So we'll find out later. And hope it wasn't super important. This is gonna be fun. Well, there's all of my heart pieces. We're gonna go ahead and grab the boomerang. Actually, let's do blue. the crab enemies here hit really, really hard. So in the interest of staying alive, we're just going to keep an item up that can be used to deflect them. Berry in a bottle. Okay, I think we're gonna do... I just realized we don't have Moon Pearl, so actually going into the Dark World is dumb. So we're gonna go to Eastern Palace. We're just gonna do a quick clear. It's not like it's a super long dungeon. It's got a decent chunk of items in it. And that will give us the green pendant. Then we'll go back over to Sahasrara, check the 3 items in the back of his hut, and get the green pendant item as well. Basically going to be hoping at this point for a sword. Not that I need a sword necessarily to clear this, it's just a lot easier with it. Yes, I know I forgot to use it, Mike, in my last run. So Eastern Palace is the first dungeon. It's really straightforward. The boss does have an item. We know that because we just got the map and compass. We're gonna need some more arrows, which luckily there are lots strewn throughout this dungeon. Boss key. Shovel item is going to be bombs, so we don't need to do the shovel. The back of this area is technically not in logic, but we can still go do it quick. So you're supposed to have the lamp to get through that part. If you... the people who are, like, really good at this game, like most of the speedrunners and racers for it, can do most of the rooms in the dark. We're not going to try and tank this. Normally I would I would let myself get hit there, but we're low enough as it is on health that I don't want to accidentally risk having to run through the whole dungeon again if I die. I do have a fairy also, which I don't necessarily want to waste. Okay, so we're gonna do this... Oh, crap. I forgot about this. Okay. I actually hit it. It's right in front of me. We have to kill this guy to get the key. That's the wrong one. There we go. There we go. And we should be out of the dark now. I don't think I've ever actually done that room before successfully in the dark, so I'm pretty happy with that. We are going to be very low on arrows here, though. I may actually need to back out and farm some. Trying to remember what the actual count you need is. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna do this just to be safe. So we have all the arrows we can get. It should just be, what, 18 or 21 if we don't get the quick kill, which I probably won't. Crap. Wow. Okay, I actually need to get the quick kill now. And I didn't get it. I'm not sure if this is doable. That's doing something. I've never tried this before. I guess we'll see if this works. It did! I am apparently extremely lucky, because I don't think that would have worked otherwise. Like, I don't think bombs hurt them, or maybe they do. I guess I didn't know Boomerang did, so who knows? That wasn't worth it. We did get the cape, which can be nice later. Book. So now the question is, do we try escape with what we've got? Do we go to the Zora check without flippers? Do we do desert without a heat or without a fire source? I feel like you know what? We're gonna go check desert out. There's a decent chance that we will need to revisit it, but it's a short dungeon. Just getting to it's out of the way. Seven bombs is nice. That'll help getting through this. And check Agina's cave on the way, which is nice because there's not really a good time to check it otherwise. Just bombs. So technically, oh my god. Technically, the bug net and the cape give us the ability to clear Aghanim's tower. Which, if we don't get the Moon Pearl, could be the required path. You need a way to reflect Aghanim's shots, which you can do with the bug net, and you need a way past the crap. I'm gonna go out of my way to actually pick up some pots because probably a good idea. Nope, can't do it. So I guess we're going into escape because we're putting off Aghanim. I should probably go back and check the chicken hut, because I seriously don't remember if I did it, and if it ends up being a sword or something, I'm going to be really pissed off at myself. And try and avoid using too many arrows here. It's probably best. Oh, we can do the back of escape too, without having to go through the sewers. We'll have to see what we find. Jeez. Okay, so Moon Pearl means we can go into Dark World via the Kakariko side. That means we can look at Skullwoods, we can look at Thieves Town. I'm really not looking forward to doing any of this swordless. With 6 hearts and green mail? Also, for the record, Tony, this seed is evil and it's your fault. Moving on. Of course. Okay, so the last item is in the dark. I cannot do the sewers in the dark. That is going to be a bit much. We're gonna do Sanctuary again. And this time we're gonna be able to get to Dark World. Technically we can do we can do Blacksmith, yeah. It's just really long. We can do parts of Thieves Town. Yeah, this should be fine. We're all fine here. How are you? I'm gonna go check Chicken Hut, like I keep saying, just to get it out of the way, just to get it out of my head, so I don't feel like I'm not. So if I walk in here and I've already done it, then I just get to feel dumb and have the peace of mind anyway. I'm pretty sure I have, actually. Yeah, I did. Okay, there. Now I've checked. It's out of my head. We're done. Moon Pearl means we can go over here. Normally I would check Skullwoods first, but with my complete lack of sword, I'm just gonna go this way and do the easier checks that don't require you to kill anything first. C-shaped house. Hookshot. Okay, we've got most of Dark World access, I believe, at this point. No, we don't, because we need to go in from a different direction for that. We need a lamp pretty badly. Or the flute, I suppose. That'll give us Death Mountain access, which is a ton of checks. Okay, so without mirror... Actually, yeah, let's go do the Grove check quick. Since we've got the glove, we can do Grove, and we've got a 50-50 on the digging game just being bomb, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. That's nice. That was worth it. Okay, so here's my thought. We're gonna do I'm gonna go back up to town. This is gonna seem kind of... If I had thought about the route ahead of time, this would have been a good plan. The fact that I am coming back to do this means it is no longer a good plan, and I am going super out of my way for it. But... Okay, so I'm going back up to get the frog. When you save quit out, the frog is going to come with me to the light world, and then I can take him to his partner. However, one of the other things we can do here... Oh, I should check real quick. So Eastern is also a pendant, of course. Bow Start. Eastern and Pod are both pendants. And then I'm okay with Ice Ballast being a pendant, though. That means we probably won't have to do it. That was dumb. I'm checking the Hype Cave quick. Basically going back, giving myself a few more chances to have the, basically giving myself a few more chances to find a sword or another weapon before I start delving into Dark World dungeons with 6 hearts. We don't have a hammer, so we can't do the pegs yet. I mean, I guess technically we can probably do blind. And we can at least check the chests in Skullwoods. There's only 2 items. We can do Bonk Rocks, and technically we can do... Oh, we can do King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks quick. That's at least on this side of the world. And that actually gives us access to go further in Desert. Is that better than... Yeah, that's better than going and doing, That's better than doing Thieves' Town and Blind. Bonk Rocks. Another medallion. I mean, half magic and a couple medallions isn't a bad thing by any means. I'm okay with that. I just would have preferred it with, you know, a sword. Actually, you need a sword to use medallions. Never mind. Oh, thank God. Okay, I feel a lot better now. Okay, so now we can do Desert. And actually, maybe full complete it? This feels like it's time to go to Desert. It might not be. We still don't have a fire source, so we may not be able to do the boss. But we can at least get the rest of the checks. And then if we need to, we can go do Blind. Because Blind takes 3 hits from any weapon, and you know what? I can make Fighter Sword work if it's especially Fighter Sword with a cape and half magic. We can do Blind. Once we get our Death Mountain access, I am feeling a lot better because there are so many item checks up there. There's a very good possibility that that's where we need to go. So we can get all of the front desert checks done now, hopefully. Okay, we know we don't need to do purple chest. That's good. We do have to do the standard route through this because of where the key was. I also haven't checked the key ledge, so that could be worth checking. And I totally forgot about that chest right there. Whoops, we could have actually made some progression. Oh well. If the big key chest is the lantern, then we screwed up bad here, but that's okay. It worked out. Nope. I didn't do the ledge check. I'm dumb. Okay, well, we're not coming back for that, or running all the way back for that right now. That was supposed to be Sanctuary. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna pop into Skullwoods quick first. It's a pretty easy check. We do want to avoid having to fight things here because, quite frankly, things hurt. Crap. So there's only 2 items in Skullwoods. We're gonna go ahead and check the other easy chest first. And for the record, those rupees were one of the 2 items. The rest are gonna be either keys or, the rest are either going to be keys or dungeon items. Just a key. But that key lets us go the easy way into the next area. instead of having to drop down the hole and do the back room, which is annoying. We can go over here, which is less annoying. That was the second item. So we should be good. Okay, so now we need to go... Actually, you know what? Let's real quick. Since it's not a common check, and we happen to have the cape and the Titan mitt, I normally wouldn't bother with this, but since I'm about ready to dive blind with Fighter Sword, I'm gonna go ahead and do this bumper cave. It's only a hard piece, but it feels worth it since we have all the pieces. Ugh. Kind of a waste of magic, but at this point, making sure that I don't have to go re-enter the Dark World is worth more to me than dying. Or more than wasting a little magic, rather. Big key. Map. That was close. We don't have hammer, so we're gonna hope that we find... Ooh! Samaria check. So Cane of Samaria is gonna make the... if we end up doing ice, that'll make that a lot easier. It'll make... opens up Misery Mire. And... Turtle Rock, for better or for worse. Just to be clear, I'm not just wandering around at 1 health for funsies, I have a plan. There we go. So I used most of my magic and most of my hearts. That way the blue bottle was an efficient usage. And so hopefully from here we should be able to clear out the rest of the dungeon pretty... as long as I don't just keep getting wrecked by random enemies. Master Sword. That'll help. Chance we won't have to dive for the boss chest, or the big key chest. Because, so each dungeon only has, or has the map and compass still. Cape makes that a lot easier. Unfortunately, that's the compass, which means we're burying one item since we don't have the hammer, but we know that we can come back there if we need to. And unfortunately, still no progression. I'm trying to think of what else we can do based on where we're at. Because hookshot's great if we could get up to... See, we know that check isn't anything. We can't get across over there. I'm just wondering while I think real quick. Because I'm pretty sure this is not gonna be, or this isn't anything. We don't have flippers, so that's not logic. I don't think there's another way over here. No. So we've got Dark Cross. Which we don't have in logic because of the lamp. We have the back of Desert Palace, which we can't do because we don't have the lamp. Can't do Skull Woods because we don't have Fire Rod. I mean, I guess we do... So, we have like 3 things in mind. Or I have 3 things in mind. I don't like any of them. But we're gonna do them. So first one is we can check Desert Ledge. Desert Ledge could technically be a progression item. It's in logic. If it's the lamp, I'm gonna pull my hair out. Which most of you know, something I really can't afford to do. It is not. So that leaves... I think that leaves Zora and Aghanim. So Zora without flippers means we're going all the way up there for 1 check. It is miserable, it is not what I want to do right now, but I think it's what we have to do. Otherwise, we can do Aghanim, and that gives us access to the magic powder. That gives us access to the eastern side of Dark World, which is Pyramid and Catfish and Eastern Palace of Darkness. I keep getting them mixed up today. I also just realized I haven't actually checked the stun prize. Or at least I wasn't paying attention. When you kill an enemy that's stunned with either the boomerang or the hookshot, it's always the same reward. I suppose even if we can't get the ledge item, we can at least check what it is. So we know if it's worth coming back. We know it's not worth coming back. So if this is Lantern, we don't have to do Aghanim. Okay, so we can do Back of Desert, we can do the rest of Escape, and we have access to Death Mountain. I think we do Death Mountain. There's a decent chance that we can finish Desert up. There's a decent chance we can finish Desert when we go to do Misery Mire. If we get the mirror first. So the actual check here isn't, or the actual Death Mountain check here isn't that great, but it does let us start here, which is nice. However, oh man, okay, that's a good start. However, we have Hookshot and Titanment, so we can actually do, let's see, we don't have the mirror, so we can't do Hera yet. I'm not even gonna go up and check the Spectacle Rock stuff currently, because this is a lot more. So we're gonna do the 2 checks here, and then we're gonna go to Dark World and do those checks. Depending on what I find, I may actually go check. What am I just realized I totally went the wrong way. Ish. Okay, that's Flippers, so so we do need to go up there. Eh, whatever. Well, I mean, oh wait, yeah, yes we do, because Swamp Palace is a thing. Spiral Cave. Let's do this right this time. burn, we could technically do Spike Cave also. Red Mail. Hammer. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So while we're here, we're still going to do the the rest of Death Mountain, the dark side of Death Mountain that we can do. And then I think I'm going to do check Spectacle Rock and, yeah, Spectacle Rock and Spike Cave. We will have to come back up here if we don't find the mirror to do flippers, but if we do find the flippers... Alright, whoops, that's the wrong way. You know what? Since we're right here, and we're not going to be going near the witch anytime soon, let's just do this. Having a red potion's not a bad thing, and... I mean, yes, we're getting more hearts and we've got red mail, but still. We actually have a lot of items, we just don't have a lot of the... well, at this point we actually do. Yeah, I didn't get it. You can clip through the blocks. That's the one I can't usually get with the hook shot. You usually have to do mirror to clip through it. So I'm hoping we can get the mirror here so that we can get the flippers now. There we go. Mushroom. After I just said I wasn't going to go out of my way to go to the witch. Oh, you could dash that one. Oh well. That actually gives us access to Hera as well. And Turtle Rock, technically. We can't beat Turtle Rock, but we can get to it. Let's not forget these again. I hate Ether's animations so much. $50 rupees there. We have a fire source now. Like, the only things we're really missing at this point are fire rod. And ice rod, I think. So this could actually end up being really interesting. Could end up in a weird go mode situation where we actually don't have to do a lot of dungeons, which feels like a rarity at this point. I mean, search for ice rod is kind of a thing, but if I could actually get a go mode and get to quick clear like Mire and Myron, T-Rock, and all the other dungeons I have left, I'd be okay with it. Okay, if Moldworm doesn't have the map, we don't have to go to the basement. If he does have the map, we do. Also, I hate Moldworm. Just stating it for the record, I hate Moldworm. Hey, that was actually one of the cleanest Moldworm fights I've had in a long time. And we don't have to go into the basement. Let's see, we need the flute. I just realized. And poke our head in here, see what the item is. Practical rock. Art. I think at this point we're actually good. Let's check a spike cave while we're here. Done a pretty thorough check of up here. Prioritizing magic over health, because when we save quit at the end of that, magic doesn't come back, but hearts do. Okay, what do we have left? And I guess we do desert. Let's finish desert quick. I'm kind of having weird second thoughts of, oh, I could have done or made this more efficient if I had like gone into the dark world and then done like a back and forth thing. Wait, no, I was gonna do desert after Mire. Duh. I'm just gonna stop before I do the whole... Yes, I wasted time and I have to run back over here, but on the other hand, I would have had to, I would have had to waste time doing the book animation to unlock everything, and that's really what takes forever with Desert. So I think we do Swamp. The hint mentioned doing... Or the hint mentioned that there's a unique item in Swamp. It's not a super long dungeon. Again, it would be nice to be able to go mode it, but we do still have a lot left. I forgot about Flute, so we've actually got 3 full items left to find. Could be anywhere. I should probably actually drain the... I really hate using that phrase at this point. We're draining the lake. I don't care if it's Swamp Palace, we're draining the lake. think we technically have access to no, we don't have access to Ice Palace at this point. That's actually nice. There's something slightly reassuring about the fact that I literally cannot complete Ice Palace right now. We don't have Bombos or Fire Rod. We can technically do Eastern, or I keep saying Eastern, Palace of Darkness. Okay, so Swamp Palace is neat. It's always been one of my favorite designs on dungeons, even if I sometimes get a little lost or accidentally flood a key. That only happened the one time. Technically it was 2 separate times, but I digress. But at this point, it is actually a really item-dense dungeon. Having to go through and do the cutscenes on the left side is the only reason that it's some people don't terribly care for it. The fact that you have to completely start over if you flip that switch before you get that key is the problem. Or the potential problem. Okay. Nothing exciting. That's unfortunate. And no big key, which means that we might have to come back for the chest. Swamp Palace is neat in that you can actually, it's one of the dungeons you can beat without actually getting the big key. Quote unquote neat. Yeah, let's just go get the item quick. The heck? That was weird. Okay. It's annoying because we have to redo the other thing. That was worth it. That was worth it. So yeah, we have to redo this. Okay. Okay, boss has the compass, but it also has a crystal, so we do need it. Oop. Two tempered spins will do the job. Okay, so really we need the flute and the fire rod. What do we have left? That's a big check. We've got Eastern Palace. We've got a few other little areas here. Go check the Bombos tablet. So, big areas we have left are only a couple. We can go do the lake checks, I'm thinking, while we're over on this side of the world. Hobo and Island and the other Zora check, or the other waterfall checks. I think once we finish that... Actually, if we're heading up for waterfall, we can also probably route in Catfish and, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do, like, Hobo and Island. Then we're gonna go do... Catfish and waterfall. And the mushroom. Because I think that those are preferable to doing turtle, or to attempting Turtle Rock without I think that's preferable to attempting to do Turtle Rock without Fire Rod. I mean, the good news is we can't get very far in Turtle Rock without Fire Rod. The bad news is that just doing that is miserable. I guess we could also route in... Okay, okay. I've got a plan now. So if we go back to that portal... we can then go north here and do Pyramid also. And then at that point, I think I'll be doing a save quit, and that seems like a good time to take a break. Because I'm going for a while here, and I want to take a break. Oh, actually, we could go do... Okay, no. We don't need to route anything more in. We're good. We have a plan. Stick to the plan. We're in the right neck of the woods. We can check the shovel just to verify whether the digging game is needed or not. Oh, I almost went without catfish. We need to be in Dark World for this. So things we could still need. If we need the powder, that means beating Aghanim. That is like absolute last thing we're doing. If we need... Let's see. We still have Dark Cross inside the sewers. Another bottle. So we have one red, one green, one blue right now. That's good. Okay. So we did not find Fire Rod yet. There's a decent chance that it is in Eastern at this point. So I think this will be a good time to take a break, and we'll follow up. We'll probably look at maybe doing a few of those other checks for Flute and Fire Rod. Like I said, Dark Cross, a few other places laying around. Graveyard Ledge, potentially. The cave that you can use Mirror to get to. There's a lot of options. And then, so we'll probably do a few of those, maybe do Eastern. At that point, probably back of Desert, and then we'll head up to Turtle Rock. Unless we find something that leads us another way. So, without further ado, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.